Good morning, everybody. And as you can see, I am in my office today in school. I trust you had a good weekend. We won't talk about the rugby. Didn't quite go the way we wanted it to. But there we go. That's what sport's all about. You win some and you lose some. I'm going to tell you a story today. It's another one of those fables. You remember Aesop's fables, where there are stories often about animals that have an important message. And this one is about a frog and a mouse. Now, the frog and the mouse spent a lot of time arguing over who was the best. The mouse would say, I'm the best because I can run quicker than you. The frog would say, I'm the best because I can jump higher than you. And they argued and argued and argued all the time. In fact, they argued so much that all of their friends said, look, please just stop arguing. Stop messing about and just get on, because actually it's a bit irritating. They didn't listen. They would argue and argue. The frog would jump out at the mouse and say, you see, I've got you. And the mouse would scamper after the frog, and on and on and on and on it went. And they would not listen to anybody. One day came along and the frog said, I'm going to challenge you because I am going to prove once and for all that I am better than you. And the mouse said, well, it's funny you should say that, because I was going to do the same. I'm going to challenge you so that once and for all, I can prove that I'm better than you. And they decided to have a duel. A duel is where they have a fight to the end. But this wasn't to the end. They decided they would meet near the river, and they both have swords, a bulrush, which is a thing that grows near a river. And they both took a bulrush, a piece of grass, and they said, the person who gets the bulrush off the other person is the best, and that's the end of it. Now, all their friends said, will you listen? You're being silly. Nothing good's going to come of this. They wouldn't listen at all. And so they started. The day came. It was a beautiful blue day. And there was the frog and there was the mouse with a bulrush, big piece of grass in the hand, ready to fight. And they started fighting. They ran forward, trying to grab each other things. And they were so intent on what they were doing, they didn't notice that high up above the field was a big eagle, and it was circling around. Now, eagles like nothing better than little mice or little frogs. And you can probably guess what happened. The eagle saw the frog and the mouse and went, easy dinner for me. He swooped down, grabbed them both, took them off to his nest, and that was the end of the frog and the mouse. And that's the end of the story. But it says an awful lot. There's a lovely quote, and I've printed it out for you here. Look. Fools always think they are right. Sensible people listen to advice. Now, the frog and the mouse were fools. They thought they were right. They thought they were right to have a fight. They wanted to sort it all out. But actually, their friends just said, look, don't. Nothing good will come of it. But they weren't sensible. They didn't listen to advice. And we can learn a lot from that, can't we? Sometimes we think we're right. We're all guilty of it. We go, no, I'm right. And actually, what we need to do is just listen. And I know that's like at home. So at home, you'll be going, no, I can't do this, I can't do the other. And actually, your mum or your dad or whoever's at home is probably saying, will you listen? Listen to advice and be sensible. And that's what you need to be this week. This is the last week before a holiday. We've got a week's holiday next week, which means you don't have to log on. You don't have to look at all the wonderful work that's coming from your teachers. You can have a week of a rest. But this week, make sure that you're a sensible person. Listen to advice and do the right thing. We're going to sing. We're going to sing the song that gets faster. You shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. And the words are, you shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace, and the mountains and the hills shall break forth before you. You'll pick it up. You'll remember what it sounds like. Are you ready? And it goes quicker. So wish me luck. You shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace, and the mountains and the hills shall break forth before you. There'll be shouts of joy, and the trees of the field shall clap their hands, and the trees of the there'll be shouts of joy, and the trees of the field shall clap their hands. And the trees of the field shall clap their hands, and the trees of the field shall clap their hands, and the trees of the field shall clap their hands, and you'll go out with joy. Ready? You shall go out with joy, and be left forth with me, and the mountains and the hills shall break forth before you, there shout of joy, and the trees of the field shall clap their hands, and the trees of the field shall clap their hands, and the trees of the field shall clap their hands, and the trees of the field shall clap their hands, and you'll go out with joy. There we go. Have a lovely week. I look forward to seeing some of the amazing work that you've done. Remember that this theme for art this week is happiness. So if you want to do something art-wise, send it into your teacher and we'll get a lovely video up on Class Dojo and on the website on Friday. Look after yourself, stay safe, and we'll catch up soon. Bye.